So it looks like the summer movie season is approaching, and you can't really have a summer movie without having a shark in it. Am I right? So the real question is, who's excited to get back in the water?
It's goddamn amazing. Woo!
So we follow a team of scientists who discovered and tagged a hybrid shark in the middle of the ocean. And what a shocker, the scientists were met with a carnivorous tragedy and only one scientist survived. Some time has passed and our now paranoid scientist is not only sporting a new haircut, she also has PTSD. Can she get over her fear and save Paris because that exact same hybrid shark has made its way into the Seine days before a sporting event is taking place? And some of those sporting events include water sports. So when I was judging the trailer initially when I saw it the other day, I was like, wait a minute, so this movie's actually going to be taking itself seriously. So this movie is kind of all over the place, especially since it has like sprinkles of brilliant ideas all over it. So the opening scene takes place in the nastiest part of the ocean where the entire top layer is covered in garbage. So not only do you have to watch out for the top layer of trash that's over the ocean, but you also got to look out for the Little Lisa plastic nets and also the heroin needles. But you also got to watch out for these sharks that are underneath this layer of garbage that are floating at the bottom of this abyss. And I'm like, that's a movie all by itself right there. And for obvious reasons, I'm going to compare this movie to, well, Deep Blue Sea and Jaws 3 and 4. The movie does manage to become very corny, but the actors are still playing it pretty straight. Like, I'm not sure if it's because I'm getting older now, but man, the way that they write these young characters in movies, I can't stand them.
Ugh, the foul stench of youth.
But my god, this one particular character, every time she was on the screen and opened her mouth, I could not stand her. And I forgot her character's name, but for the sake of this, I'm going to call her Coraline, and you could tell for obvious reasons. Like, honestly, I could not stand her or any of the
Utes.
Our lead was fine, but most of the time I was just asking,
what did you do to your hair?
The only people that I actually liked in this movie were, oddly, the police department because they actually felt like characters and they were actually likable people. The movie actually has some pretty good ideas, but then they try to make it overly complicated.
And let me see, what else could we pile on? Is there any more shit we could pile on to the top of the outcome of this case?
Some of the shark special effects were actually pretty good, and there were some awesome underwater moments, especially when the water was really dark and murky, and it actually created a really good and scary atmosphere. I have seen some great shark movies, I have seen some fun shark movies, and I've seen some god-awful shark movies. Under Paris is not great, it's not terrible, and it is exactly where it belongs, which is streaming on Netflix. I accidentally watched the dub version of this movie, so that's probably why it was a little sillier than it was supposed to. So if you have a preference, you could either watch the subtitled, which might actually be better, or the dub version, which might be kind of funny. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you very much, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. I'm Mike the Movie Misfit, and I'll see you at the movies.
The popcorn you're eating has been pissed in. Film at 11.
Get more out of life. Go out to a movie.